I'm back with another one of your favorites, and this is another one that I've been getting asked a lot to review, and that's the Irish Spring Moisture Blast. So I did review Irish Spring a little while back, and although I did grow up with Irish Spring, I haven't used it for many years because I've moved on to different things, and I have to say it's so nostalgic when you get this up to your nose. Now, the original Irish Spring, yes, it's an old scent, and it's something that people just rave about, and I used it for 50 years, and I loved it, but let's face it, guys, it is a little bit harsh on the skin, and a lot of people don't want that, or they're very sensitive to the deodorizing soaps and those harsh chemical soaps, and they just sort of want something a little bit more gentle. Luckily, I don't have sensitive skin, so I can go ahead and destroy myself with all these different soaps for your viewing pleasure. So I got the Irish Spring Moisture Blast. My wife went out and bought me 6 of these. You can see them right there. And this was $4 at the dollar store. This is a Dollarama buy, guys. So the Moisture Blast deodorant soap comes in at 90 grams, around 3 ounces or so per bar. And what it says at the back is the following. It has a great revitalizing scent. It helps retain your skin's natural moisture. So let's see, right? Hydro beads that instantly dissolve on your skin as you shower. Terrific clean without that dry feel. Let's get this out of the box, guys. Let's get this out of the box. Okay. So immediately, obviously, it's Irish Spring, so you can smell it right through the container. So that Irish Spring smell is there. This is a blue bar instead of the famous green that we all know and love. You can see those little beads in the bar right there. Typical looking Irish Spring bar. I do like the color, I have to say. The smell, I find the smell is really fresh. It almost smells like an Aqua di Gio cologne, like a very fresh men's cologne. It does retain a little bit of that bergamot smell that the original Irish Spring has, and that sort of citrus smell. But this almost reminds me of the Blue Dove, the Blue Men's Care Dove. I think it's the fresh scent, clean, fresh scent one. So there it is. I'm going to get this bar in the shower for maybe 3 or 4 days. I do like Irish Spring. I do like the scent of it. I like that it stays on your body for hours. And this is a deodorizing bar. So once again, the deodorant bars, they try and mask the harmful bacteria that's on your body that some people do have, unfortunately, that creates unpleasant odors. So the deodorizing bar sort of kills that bacteria. It's a little bit of a stronger, chemically enhanced bar. So we're going to shower with this, and I'll be back, and I'll let you know how this is. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so it has been 4 days since I started using the Irish Spring Moisture Blast bar. And I have to say, I really enjoyed this Irish Spring. I like the original Irish Spring too, but it was nice to find a different variation of the soap. Let's start with the wear down of the soap. So the bar did get really small, but it is only a 3-ounce bar, or just slightly less, so I kind of expected that. And I also was taking almost 2 showers a day with working out and then coming home from work, so the soap took a little bit of a beat down. Now, what I did notice with the smell of this bar compared to the original Irish Spring is that it's not so pungent, and this bar doesn't have such a strong bergamot scent that it sort of gives you a headache. It has more of a fresh aquatic scent to it, and I really like it. It's a little bit more mild than the original Irish Spring, and it's not as strong even when in the shower. Now, I did want to point out that I'm not sure if it was just a placebo effect or if these moisture beads actually made the body feel a little bit cool and tingly on contact, which I thought that was pretty interesting. I was taking sometimes warm showers, but the soap kind of kept my skin really refreshed. This is definitely not a gentle bar. It's not something that, you know, if you have very sensitive skin or anything like that, that I would definitely recommend you use. It is still a heavily fragranced deodorant antibacterial bar, I believe. So I would definitely be careful and err on the side of caution if you have sensitive skin when using something as strong as Irish Spring. But if you generally can use any soap, this is not bad at all. It's a good bang for your buck. It gave me a pretty good clean. Had a little bit of a hard time lathering this bar. It had sort of a weaker, foamier lather, but once it got going, it was pretty good, very normal. But yeah, I found the most interesting thing was that these little blue beads really just kind of gave me a weird tingle on the body. It was kind of like cooling, and I liked that. It was pretty good. When it comes to the effect on my skin, the original Irish Spring kind of left me a little bit dry and itchy. And I have to say, I didn't feel as dry with this soap, but I still got a little bit of the itchiness on my legs, and especially on the top of my hands and a little bit on my arm. I'm not sure if I can associate that with the weather, because it is like minus 20 degrees Celsius here in Ontario, Canada. So it could be that. But the itchiness, I think, might be coming from the, the harsh detergents in the soap. But, overall, it was really good. It really perfumed my washroom and my entire first floor where my washroom is at really nicely. It gave a very nice smell. So if you don't want to use it to shower, you can always use it as an air freshener, or put them in a mason jar and leave them in your washroom to make it smell good. But either way, I definitely like this bar, I think, a little bit better than the original. And if you're a fan of the original Irish Spring, then definitely go give the Moisture Blast a try. Anyways, folks, that is my review. Thank you for joining me so much for another soap review, and I will see you soon. Stay clean.